Man, I got so happy the other day. I thought Ice Cube had become the new Alex Jones. He released this video, said, I'm a talk about the gatekeepers. I'm gonna go on all the podcasts this summer and release all the information about the gatekeepers. And I'm gonna let them know that there's a big old club and you and I ain't in it. I don't subscribe to the club. And I got so happy because all I thought about was Ice Cube is the club. How can one dude be the same actor? How can one dude be Doughboy in Boys in the Hood and program all of America to make gangster rap and gang banging popular so much that Serena and Venus Williams is crip walking? Okay, they crip walking on the court. All right, that's from that West Side Connection. This is you. This is you. This is West Side Connection. This is all you. This is you and Tupac. All you, the industry, the gatekeepers, all the people behind the scenes, all the cabal, everything that you talked about is you, okay? They allow you to be the same character in every single movie since Boys in the Hood. And you guys made rap music and you guys made gangbanging the thing and they ran with it. So much that Eminem can go on a record, talk about killing his baby mama, and they appraise it. They applaud, excuse me, okay? And then they appraise it and then they sell it, all right? Same thing, all right? But anyways, Ice Cube, you are the cabal. You are the club. You are a gatekeeper, okay? And then I thought, okay, he's going to go on Joe Rogan. He's going to flamethrow everything. And you know what I watched? He just started talking about Floyd Mayweather. He started talking about his son, how my son got to play the role of me on the NWA movie. Oh, wow, that's great. And he started getting everything. And they talked a little bit about the Rona. You know what they talked about the Rona? The story got leaked by a Hollywood insider that he didn't take the juice, all right? And he didn't take a contract where he would have got $9 million, to play in a movie because he didn't want to take the juice. And that was like his way to like buck the man. It's like, oh, you bucked the man. And then he laughed about, I don't need the money because he's that damn rich because you're in the club. So I was hoping you were going to jump on a damn hand grenade or a landmine like Kanye West. Look what he did. He put it all in the line. He lost his wife, his kids, his family. He lost his shoe deal. He put it on the line, and then he exposed that his wife was the cabal. She was a gatekeeper sitting on Zoom meetings with Hillary Clinton. Chris Paul from the NBA, excuse me. Chris Paul, a prominent basketball player on all the State Farm insurance commercials. They're doing Zoom meetings because that's the gatekeepers. Those are the cabal. Those are the faces of the puppets like Joe Biden, who is not running anything. He's just running into a wall or running into the ground as he tries to run, tripping over sandbags. He got sandbags. Son's got bags of you know what at the freaking White House. And this is all one. And I'm thinking, here comes F him with no Vaseline. Here goes Mr. F the police. Mr. I'm anti-establishment, but I'm really not. Okay? Here's Mr. I'm going to come out there and F him with no Vaseline, F the police, and I'm going to do the same thing to the cabal, but you didn't. All you did was gripe, moan, and groan about your Big Three basketball company who can't even beat out the WNBA in the offseason. Bitch, moan, and groan because the executives at the corporation of the NBA don't want a competitive. So they're telling ESPN, they're telling mainstream media not to air your highlights. And they do not. Because I watch ESPN 4 days or 5 days a week when I go to work, and they do not highlight anything. They don't show any of your commercials. They don't promote you. And now you're bitch, moaning, and groaning, and that's all you really wanted to do. Because you've been in the cabal, you've been in the club so long that you don't even know you're in it. You're like a little baby who has been allowed to be in so many movies as the same character, typecast as the same character. You're Craig, you're Doughboy, you're the same dude in every movie. Doesn't matter if you're rocking with J-Lo and you're running from alligators, you're the same damn character because you're in the club. You are the establishment and you don't know it anymore. You still think you're with attitude, but you're not. But you still have appeal. Because the interview was cool when I just started listening to it, but after a moment, I'm like, well, wait a minute. When are you going to start talking about the gatekeepers and all this big statement you made? Huh? I thought you was the new Alex Jones, but you're not. You're not. You're just an actor that's been a part of the cabal, whether it be in rap music, and they hijack that, or in the movies, and now they're refusing you. They're not opening the doors like they used to, and you're pissed off about it, all right? And the only thing you clung to was the fact that you said, I don't want to take that juice. I don't want that leche in my veins. And they denounced you from a movie that was only leaked by a Hollywood insider. You didn't even go out there in the middle of all this thing and use your celebrity and your ability. And trust me, I know about your ability. You brainwashed me and my generations to know how to twist up our fingers in the West Side, to know how to rock our khakis with the crease in the cuff, to make, like I said, Selena or Serena and Venus Williams do the Crip Walk. You made that famous. West Side Connection made that famous. Your gang banging music made it famous. That's how they introduced us to gangster rap, to all this violence in the streets. Boys in the hood, menace to society. I got some cheeseburgers for that ass. You know what I'm talking about? And now you want to try to come out in 2023 and try to be the new Alex Jones, and all you did was half step, Cube. But that's okay, because Alex Jones is doing the same thing I'm doing. He called out Joe Rogan. He even called out Tucker Carlson, who, by the way, Tucker Carlson is way more hardcore than you. That's why they had to cut the number one news outlet, the number one news show in prime time from Fox News, because he was hardcore. That's hardcore. He was exposing the cabal. He was exposing the elite. He was exposing the club. And they had to cut the number one news primetime show right there and then, because that's the gatekeepers. That's who I was hoping you exposed. Did you? No. Look at Kanye West, jumped on a landmine, lost all that. Look at Dave Chappelle, $50 million, said no, and look how they demonized his ass for years. Now he's back looking like some weirdo that I don't really know, but I guess that's him. Whatever. But even with that being said, he was talking about how the game, how Hollywood, the game, plays you like a pimp, knows your mileage, and then tricks you to keep getting you a little bit more mileage and a little bit more dough out of you. I was waiting to hear something like that out of your neck, but all I heard was you talking about Floyd Mayweather and rehashing the damn NWA movie that we already saw and lived it. Yeah, Tipper Gore, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you put the sticker on the thing. We know about the sticker on the thing, the advisory sticker on the thing, explicit lyrics. Tell me something I don't know, Cube. That's what I thought I was getting. And all I got was blah, blah, blah. All right? So if you're going to continue this tour of 2023, I don't want to hear about you whining and griping and crying about your 3-on-3 league that I don't even give a 1, 2, 3 dams about. Because I watched it one time and it was boring. I want you to start exposing this cabal that you're a part of, that I don't even think you know you're a part of, but I know you're a part of. I want to hear why Sam Smith is dressed up like the gay devil in South Park all of a sudden. It's like South Park is like the new Simpsons, like they're predicting it all. I want to hear why Lil Nas X is doing what he's doing. I want to hear why the Super Bowl halftime show is super demonic. I want to hear why these dudes can't get on unless they do this to their face, unless they put on a dress. I want to hear why Machine Gun Kelly is wearing pearl necklaces with little kittens all around his face, and he's supposed to be a hardcore rapper. I want to hear about how the industry has changed and what's going on. I want to hear the behind the scenes stuff that I know you know, we know you know, that you don't want to really give us. You want to just scratch the surface a little and then start talking about Floyd Mayweather breaking his hands and Mike Tyson. Okay? That's where that interview went. And Rogan, you could have asked some more harder questions too, but he didn't really have much to say, so you got a job to do too. You got to make it interesting. But if you're going to come out and you're going to expose the cabal, which is the gatekeepers, expose them like Kanye did. Jumping on a landmine, lost his shoe deal, lost millions, if not billions. Who knows? Yeah, you lost $9 million, but like you said, you didn't really lose it because you never got the contract. So there was nothing to lose. You just said, I'm not going to take this juice. And then you didn't even want to release that because you didn't want to have to deal with the answers in the media, even though now you're starting to realize it doesn't matter if you're in the club or not. If you are not deemed useful, they will kick you to the curb. They will put out trash on you, just like they did to you about the jab. And they released the information anyway to try to make you seem like, look at $9 million. You lost $9 million. They try to make the story sound like you lost $9 million because you didn't take the jab. But you so rich you didn't even need it because you in the club. And you're a gatekeeper. Whether you know it or not, you're in the club and you're a gatekeeper. That's why when Joe Rogan started asking you about the questions, you shied away from it, and he took you to another level because he didn't want to dig too deep. He just was happy you were there and you were getting views. Alex Jones was on his show talking about, man, Ice Cube's really come aboard. He didn't come aboard. He just put out that video talking about how he'd release the Gatekeepers, but in the end, he didn't release nothing. He just griped about, they're not giving me what I want anymore. What? Huh? Come on, guys, give me what I want. But they don't own you, okay? They don't own the rights to your show. You're trying to come up, you're trying to do something. At least you're exposing. That's why I didn't go too hard. I had 3 videos prior to this where I went hard on you, but I realized, well, at least you're trying. You know, you got a spoiled little brat who's been sucking the tit of Hollywood and the music industry for 20, 30 years now. And he's just now realizing, like, wow, they're not giving me what I want. So I give you credit for at least coming out and trying. You at least tried, but now you got to try harder. We need you 110%. We need you at Joe Rogan status. We need you at Tucker Carlson. We need you at crazy ass Kanye West. All right? That's where we need you, Cube. We don't need no half stepping. We need you exposing Black Lives Matter. We need to hear a prominent voice that can manipulate a whole generation like me to go out there and gangbang and get locked up. We need that voice because people listen to that voice. People love that voice. People resonate with that voice. But when you go astray and you start talking about sports and all kinds of random other stuff, we lose you. We were hoping you expose who's behind Sam Smith, who's behind Lil Nas X. Is it the pharmacy companies? Who is this? Who is dropping your contract? Whose name? Huh? That's why Kanye said 2 words, Dave Chappelle, you should never say, the Jews. And what happened after that, we all know. But with that being said, hopefully you can get a little bit more hardcore. But we know you're soft and tubby, all right? You're like Rocky in Rocky 4. We need to beat you up a little bit against the side of the head so you can start focusing on what you need to focus on. Hopefully this gets to you and it resonates and you can start getting a little bit more hardcore and start taking these gatekeepers and effing them with no Vaseline. Until the next video, peace out.